Here we go. All right. So we are going to work on this card. It's a fun fold Christmas card, and I'm using the Let It Snow designer paper. Okay. If you are needing a demonstrators, go ahead and order it from your demonstrator, but I'll post the measurements on Friday as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a 4 1/4 by 11 sheet of Whisper White cardstock, and you're going to use your scoreboard. Okay, so at 11 inch, you're going to score this at 5 1/2, 6 3/4, 8 3/4, and 10. Okay. And you'll see that you're going, there's an indentations on here. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold on every single score line. Okay, so put this aside, and you're going to crease it well. Okay, so if I screw up a little bit, give me some slack. I'm just coming back from vacation. Those who are who followed me, you know where I've been. And those who didn't follow me, I've been in Rotan on pleasure and some business, and it's been a fun 2 weeks. Oh, let me see. Thought I had, where's my tape? Okay, so we normally use tape. And I put on my glasses because it's a long day for me. We normally would use tape. Tear and tape, okay? So my tear and tape just disappeared somewhere. That's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just using the Score Pal tape, and I'm placing it right on the edge of here. You can use any tape that you need to use. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper piercer to remove the backing. Okay, just like this. So then I'm going to fold this right down, this 1 inch piece right down, just like that. Okay. Okay, so then I got this designer paper, and this is cut at 4 inches by 3 3/4, no, 3 3/8. Okay, and how this goes is that you're going to place this right here. Just glue is fine. And I'm going to flush this right down to the bottom, and making sure that the 3 edges are exactly the same. Just like that, okay? Let that dry. So the next thing is going to bring in my scoreboard. I got this piece, which measures 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, this is Costa Cabana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this at 4 inches and 5 1/4, which only leaves about a 1/4 inch space. Okay, for this, then what you're going to do is then you're going to fold this down. You're going to fold this again. Okay, and then you're going to add tape right to the fold line. Like that. Okay, and you're going to add, let's see, I haven't done this in a while, so I got to figure out. And then I'm going to add tape right here, down at the bottom here. Okay, so when you got your fold, you're going to add your tape right here, and you're going to add tape at the bottom. So how this goes is that before you even add this piece over, okay, you're going to add your designer papers right here and here. So I have it already cut, a couple pieces, and they are 1/4 inch all the way around border. And I'm just using the reverse side of this specialty paper. I'm going to add it right here. So this is already all pre-cut, and this is measured at 4 inches by 1 3/4. And then I have another one that measures 4 inches by 1 inch, and that's going to go right on the top. Just like that, lining it all up. Okay, making sure that the glue dries, and then you can maneuver it to make sure that it bends well. Okay, and then this piece here is going to go like this. But before I even put on this piece, I'm going to decorate it. So here I got 2.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches of the Let It Snow, and I'm going to place it right here. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this. Let's see, what do I have here? Do I have any other comments? Wow, okay, here we go. Now I can read all the comments. Okay, so I'm recording this, so if I don't answer any of your questions, I will answer it later. And those who are catching on later time because you're in the East Coast, hit replay and then let me know where you're from. Okay, so I got that, and then I got this piece which measures 2.5 by 1 inch, and I'm going to place that right on top. Don't worry about the measurements because I will put this up on Friday. Okay, and then here I got this piece which measures 1 3/4 by 3, and then 1/4 inch smaller, which is 1 1/2 by 2 3/4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Whisper White, just add glue, and place it right here. Now those who went to On Stage, I envy you. Kind of miss it, and I'm only going to go to On Stage every 5 years. I gotta leave some room for quality time with family, so that's why I missed the On Stage this year. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place this right here. Okay, so I'm going to rip this or peel this off the backing, and I'm going to lay this flat. So kind of eyeball as to where you want this to go, and so what I'm going to do is just place it right on the edge of the paper. Okay, and then this fold up, you want to make sure that it's going to be folded up like this. Okay, so it's going to be flush. So what you're going to do now is remove that backing. Let me just think, double check. Yep, gotta check my original. Okay, and it's going to lay flat like this. Okay, so when you're opening it up, it's going to stand up just like that. See that? Okay, so as you lay it down flush down here. Okay, and then when you're folding this part up, make sure that this edge is flush right here, and then that will create that square box here. Okay, so then the next thing is you're going to add this piece here. Man, I should have done another card. That's going too fast. But one card once a week is good enough because I do work full-time and I have 2 other part-time jobs. One is Stampin' Up and the other one is my health and wellness. So you can see how stretched thin I am. Okay, so here I got that down. And then the next piece is using the designer paper. Love, love, love. All right. Now you can cut this out by hand, or we have a punch. Our punch is this little snowman. It coordinates with the designer paper. And what I'm going to do is going to turn the punch upside down. So I'm going to line this up just like this. Okay, you see how it punches? And then if I'm looking for a hat, I'm going to just use this designer paper and all the hat is right here. And then taking your paper snips and trim this out by hand. You can use the punch too, but I find it's easier just to use the scissors just to cut it all out. Trim. Okay, and then taking my stamping dimensionals. Wow, I got a lot of people joining in today. That's awesome. You guys must miss me. I miss you guys too. I miss the stamping part as well. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna lay this right here. Just like that. Okay, and then the hat, I'm gonna pop it up as well. Okay, just gonna put that right there. And then for the arms can be, where did my brown paper? Can be any remnants of brown cardstock. And all you're going to do is take your punch, the snowman punch, and punch it out. And take your little bit of glue. And just adding the arms right here. The arms right here. Okay, and then if you have like any accessories, leftover accessories that you have from Stampin' Up, or any other accessories that you may want to use, let me see. Let's see if I have any. Okay, so these are last year's old Stampin' Up enamel dots. Okay. So whatever you have, use it all up because you can naturally sell your cards. So I'm going to just add this guy right here. And these are last year's, okay, so we don't have it this year. But if you are trying to use up all your supplies, this is the good time to use up all your supplies. The old versus the new. Okay, so I got that. And then if you want to add a sentiment, and again, you don't have to keep current stuff, use what you have on hand. And here I've got Poppy Parade, and I'm looking for my stamping buddy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dust it all off, just give it a bit of a dust, and I'm going to stamp it with white craft pad. Just a little Merry Christmas. Tap, tap, tap. And hope to God it's right in the middle. Okay, let's see whether that works. So I'm going to dip it in white embossing powder. Okay, and then gonna take my heat tool. So the most important thing is that you want to make sure that your heat tool is hot. Okay, let it warm up, and use my fingers, and I'm going to heat it up until it's melted. Hello everybody. Alrighty. So that's the white craft pad. Okay, and then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just brush it off. And I'm going to add Merry Christmas here. And then this is going to be just glue. Right here. Okay. And give it a bit of white space. And just add that right on top, and then just let the glue dry. So basically, when you are done, the recipient is going to get this, and it's just going to sit like this. Okay, if you can see it, it's going to sit like that. Okay, and then if you need to write something in terms of wishing them a Merry Christmas, you can turn it over, write your sentiment on the back. Or you can actually add a picture right here so that they can use this card two ways. I should have let this dry. My Merry Christmas is coming off. So this is a very easy peasy card that can be reduplicated more than once, and it will go really fast. And this will also work when you are doing craft shows. So I'll put on the measurements later on this Friday when I welcome new members. And so, yeah, have fun with this piece. Like I said, this is a very fun fold card, and it's using the Let It Snow. So this, after all the pieces of paper have been cut, it's actually quite easy to piece them all together without any fuss, and really easy peasy card. So as you can see, it's 10 to 8, not really that hard. And I'm glad to be back doing some stamping with you guys. And so, like I said, I have recorded this just in case that something goes wrong with the Facebook page, and I will be posting this on YouTube as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'll be back next week. I don't have anything on my mind right now. Like I said, I just got back from vacation from Rotan, Honduras, and if you follow me, you actually see the fun that we have been doing in terms of diving. And if you are a diver, let me know. Yeah, it's just been wonderful. So anyways, I'm back in the groove in teaching again, and I got enough energy and well rested. Like I said, fingers crossed, hopefully I'll be back next week to show you a different card using the same designer paper. Okay, toodaloo, bye. If you have any questions or you wish to place an order, please contact me at liz.holloway@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook pages at Liz Holloway Design or The Paper Fanatics.